Bachelorette's Eric Bigger says Rachel Lindsay made the wrong choice. Bryan Abasolo seemed like a rebound. Rachel Lindsay's second runner-up doesn't agree with the Bachelorette's final rose winner, Bryan Abasolo. Honestly, from watching the show last night for the first time, I don't think she picked the right man in that moment. Eric Bigger recently confessed to Bachelor Nation alums Ben Higgins and Iaconetti on their podcast, the Ben and Ashley I Almost Famous podcast. Bigger, 29, admittedly fell in love with Lindsay during his journey on the ABC reality dating show, but was sent home after his fantasy suite date. Prior to seeing the show, I always thought Bryan was the guy for her once I left, Bigger candidly admitted to Higgins and Iaconetti. Though Bigger called Bryan my guy and cool, the personal trainer ultimately didn't think Abasolo and Lindsay were a perfect match. I love him, but I felt bad for him. It seemed like he was a rebound, Bigger said about Lindsay's fiancé. I could be wrong, but that's what it looked like in my eyes, and maybe the feelings they had for each other is different from what I see. But man, it was tough. As for what exactly he saw go down between Lindsay and her final two, Bigger said it all came down to a proposal. Rachel put herself in a bind from saying I want a proposal. So she held herself accountable in a place where I think it was pride, he explained after much analysis. Her pride wouldn't let her not do what she wanted to do, and that was she wanted a proposal, and Peter didn't want that. So if it wasn't a proposal, then you're out, which I get, Bigger continued. Sometimes it's hard, it's really hard. She made her decision and she's off to the races, but I just think if she never would have said, I want a proposal, and made that the priority, she would have been okay. In addition to calling Abasolo a rebound, Bigger previously called Lindsay's husband to be a consolation prize. From what was shown last night, I think Bryan was the consolation prize. He was second place, he said in his Hallmark Channel's Home and Family interview.